Okay. Good morning, all. This is Vipul, and after so long, after I can say at least after 1 year, one entire year, once again I am here in the classroom. I had just on my webcam. काफी लोग हैं, काफी बच्चे हैं आपकी क्लास के जो कि यहाँ पे आ चुके हैं, ठीक है. So good. जल्दी कीजिए जब we guys are waiting for you also. जल्दी से ऑफलाइन टीचिंग में ज्वाइन हो जाइए, ठीक है. Let's continue with our discussion. Recording is already there. Okay. Okay. Screen visible है, is it now? Meghna, Pranjul, Smriti. It will be good if one of you will confirm that. It will be good. Not over the chat box. Not over the chat box.
Visible, sir. Visible, sir.
Good.
Visible,
good. Thank you, Pray. Now, I think so. We discussed about this theorem. There is only one. There is one and only one path between every pair of vertices in tree. Is it? Let's discuss that particular. Let's prove that particular with the use of one of the example. Have we discussed this? Ho chuka hai. Good. Let me move further. Even we had gone for this theorem also. A tree with n vertices has n minus one number of edges, and we had proved this particular theorem with the use of induction rule. Was it? We were proving that result is true for n equals to 1, 2, and 3, and we were assuming that result is true for n equals to k, n minus 1, and then we had proved that result is true for n vertices. Is it? So this was the proof for that. We had already gone for that. After that, okay, even we had discussed about the binary tree, what we mean by the root in the binary tree, and after that we had even covered ये सारी बातें हो चुकी है. स्पैनिंग ट्री की भी बात हो चुकी है. Is it now? So let's continue with the definition of spanning tree, because वो सिर्फ मैंने define ही किया था. What is a concept related to spanning tree? What we mean by a spanning tree? Spanning tree is actually a tree. We are quite good. What we mean by a tree? Tree is a simple graph without any cycle, or we can say any circuit. Is it? The parallel edges are not allowed. The self loop is not allowed, and that tree must be connected. Is it? So, for any of the connected graph, if we wish to identify one of the tree which includes all vertices of the graph, each and every vertex of the graph, then that particular tree will be known as a spanning tree. Is it? Then it will be known as a spanning tree. Wait, yes, that is the question from one of the students. No. Here, one of the question from Harshvardhan, that he's saying that, sir, here A to C is not connected. E to C. We are not having any connection between E to C. We are not looking for that particular edge. If you look for the spanning tree of this graph, then observe what we mean by connectedness. We must have at least one path which connects any two vertices. If you wish, now observe, this is on the next image. This is a spanning tree of the graph G. Now, what we mean by a spanning tree of this particular graph, first of all, observe the vertex set of graph G as well as vertex set of graph T. Both are same. Is it? Vertex set are same. Yes or no? Is it? Now, what is the concept of tree? What is the concept of spanning tree? That if you wish to identify a path between A to E, does that exist? A से E का path मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा? Surely we will have. Even we are not having a connection, direct connection from C to E, but observe, we will able to identify one of the path which connects C to E. Is it na? That path is C to D, then D to E. Is it this particular path? Is it? So in this way, we are discussing about the spanning tree. Getting? Hopefully, all of you are good with this. Is it? Even all those who are attending this session online, let me know whether you guys are good with this or not. You're supposed to drop a message on the chat box right now. All those who are attending the session online.
So in T, the position of vertex is should be the same as G.
No, the position, the presentation doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you wish to identify, if you wish to represent this particular tree with some different presentation. Earlier we were having. Let me draw it some in the different way. In the different way. Wait. It's one of the question in the online, offline student from the offline. Suppose this is A, vertex A. Is it? Suppose I am giving B over there. Earlier B was here. Now I am presenting B over there. I'm presenting D over there. I'm presenting G over there. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. What we need to take care, if there is an edge which connects A to B, it should be there. If there is an edge which connects B to D, do we have any edge which connects B to D? Yes, here it is. It should be there. Is it? So position of the vertices doesn't matter. Okay, take care for that. Okay, let me move ahead. Wait, yes, I'm getting so many questions from the offline students. Yes, please. Yeah, okay. Oops, wait.
Suppose in G, there is no connection between B to F. So in T, will it be fine?
No. नहीं होगा. अगर G में कोई connection नहीं है, तो T में वो connection हो ही नहीं सकता. Why? Because read the definition of the spanning tree. Spanning tree is actually a kind of subgraph. Spanning tree is a kind of subgraph of graph G. अब subgraph का concept क्या है? When we can say that a graph is a subgraph of actual graph, if its vertex set as well as its edge set must be the subset of the actual set, is it? So if we are not having any connection between C to E or E to G, then that connection will surely not present over the spanning tree. वो वहां पे नहीं होगा, is it? क्योंकि इसी का एक part उठा के वहां पे लिखना, इसी का एक component उठा के आपको derive करना है, and that component will be known as a spanning tree. But the condition is that you need to take care that spanning tree must contain each and every vertex of the graph. Is it? If you are कोई एक दो vertex यहाँ से छूट रही है, then it will not work. It will not work. Is it? Let me take you further. All the online students, those who are attending, we guys are really enjoying in the classroom teaching. So, jaldi se aa jana. Let me take you further for the circuit rank. What we mean by a circuit rank of a graph. Circuit rank of a graph. Now observe. Be on the screen. Let G be a connected graph with n vertices and m number of edges. Suppose in one of the graph, I'm having n number of vertices and m number of edges. Then the number of edges you need to delete from G, the number of edges which you need to delete from the actual graph G in order to get a spanning tree. In order to get a spanning tree. That number is actually the circuit rank of your graph. That number is known as a circuit rank of your graph. Go through the second point once again. The number of edges you need to delete from G in order to get a spanning tree. If I'm taking you in the previous slide, observe here. The edge set is totally different. Edge set is different. Let me erase some of the ink from the slide. Yes. If you observe this is a graph. This is its spanning tree. G is a graph. T is the spanning tree. Now, if you wish to identify the circuit rank of this particular graph G, if you wish to identify the circuit rank of this graph G, then we need to identify the number of edges which we need to delete from G when we are constructing a graph T. Am I good? Am I good? And that number you can identify with the formula that is n minus n plus 1. M minus n plus 1. Well, m is number of edges and number of vertices plus 1. Is it? Now, observe here. How many edges are there in the graph G? Just count the number of edges in graph G. You guys may reply on the chat box. You guys may reply on the chat box. Those who are attending online. I'm interacting with the offline student. Even you, I am accessing the chat box even. So you guys may reply on the chat box. How many edges are there in the graph G? Let's count. Let's count. Let me pick my pen. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Is it? Now count the number of edges those are present in its spanning tree. We know that this is the graph. This is its spanning tree. Now identify the number of edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Is it? So out of 9, when we are constructing its spanning tree, number of edges is reduced by 3. Is it? Number of edges is reduced by 3. Now you will be able to understand this particular concept. Go through the second one. The number of edges you need to delete from the graph G in order to get the spanning tree is actually known as the circuit rank of that particular graph G. Is it? Now, in the above example, that means in the previous example with the previous slide, that difference is 3. We had just identified earlier we were having 9 edges in the graph G, and its spanning tree we are having 6 edges. So 9 minus 6, that is 3. That means the circuit rank of this particular graph is 3. Are we good with this? Are we good with this? Hello? Is it? Now that formula can help you a lot. That formula can help you a lot. Sorry? Kaise? If we wish to identify the number of edges, they must be present in the spanning tree of graph G. Then using this formula you can. Now, just think about this formula n minus m plus 1. Let me take you to that graph once again. Let me erase all the ink. Is it? So consider this is a graph G. This is its spanning tree. We are quite good with that. It is its spanning tree. Now, observe the number of vertices present over here. Kitne vertices hai? Dekhiye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 vertices are there. Number of edges we had just counted. Number of edges in graph G is 9. Is it? Now, without constructing a spanning tree, if you wish to identify how many edges will be there in the spanning tree, then surely you will take help from the circuit rank of that particular graph. Now, for that, before going for T, before constructing T, we may identify how many number of edges will be there. So if you wish to identify the circuit rank of this particular graph, then you need to deal with this formula m minus n plus 1. Now what is m? M is number of edges. M is number of edges. That is 9. N is number of vertices, that is 7 plus 1. 9 minus 7, that is 2 plus 1, that is 3. That means we are having one of the method that we are supposed to delete 3 edges from this graph at 6 minus 3, that means 9. 9 minus 3, that will be 6. 6 edges will be there in the spanning tree of that graph. Is it? So by that, in that way, this formula will work. Even I may set one or two MCQ, kind of MCQ or short question for the midterm examination based on this formula. Okay, so take care for this formula. This formula says about the circuit rank of graph, and we had discussed that with the help of one of the formula even, one of the example even. Wait, I'm having a question from the offline student. So wait. Yes, please. Uh-oh. Have you ever heard about the board mass? The mass? Is it now we need to follow that particular rule each and every time when we are calculating, when we are doing some of the calculation? Is it now? So it's always there. If you're going to count like that, 9 minus 7 plus 1, 7 plus 1 is 8, 9 minus 8 is 1. That is not. Let me add a bracket over there. Is it m minus n? plus 1. It will create any of or
Hello, sir.
Okay, now let me know whether we are audible. I'm audible properly. In between the
Yes, sir.
is not
Yes, sir,
there.
you are audible.
Okay,
Yes,
good,
sir.
good,
Now
good, good.
audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now below the screen, what we are doing, we are talking about the spanning tree once again. Now, if we wish to identify all the spanning tree of one of the graph, first of all, spanning tree is one of the graph. It just is a kind of graph which is actually a subgraph which contains all the vertices of a tree. Is it? Now, here on the screen we are having one of the graph. This is a graph K4, complete graph K4. Is it? Now the question is that if you wish to identify all different spanning trees of graph A, then how many of them, how many such spanning tree we may get? कितनी ऐसी स्पानिंग ट्री मिलेगी? ये सब ग्राफ K4, ये एक्चुअल ग्राफ A, या तो फिर उसका मैं नाम दे दूं, this is a complete graph K4, or we can say that this is a 3 regular graph. Now, how many different spanning tree we will able to get? Let me help you for one of them. Suppose I'm going to label this as a 1, 2, 3, and 4. Suppose these are the labeling of the vertices, then this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, let me give you one of the spanning tree. 2 to 1, 1 to 4, and 4 to 3. Now, do you think this is one of the valid spanning tree? Yes, it is, because it is a subgraph of the actual graph K4. Is it? Even this is a tree because it doesn't include any of the cycle, any of the circuit. It doesn't include any of the circuit. Is it? Is it? Yes or no? कोई circuit है इसमें? नहीं ना? It is a tree. It includes the entire vertex set, so it is a valid spanning tree. Now my question is that how many different spanning trees for K4 for this particular graph you may identify? How many different spanning tree will be there? Let me give you one more. Let me label 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me help you. This is one of the other spanning tree. Is it now? You can clearly observe the vertex set of this particular is ditto same as the actual graph. The H set is the subset of the H set of the graph K4. Is it so? Yes, it is a valid spanning tree. Now my question is that how many different spanning trees will be there? I'm giving you 2 minutes. All those who are attending this session online, you will be replying on the chat box, and till the time I am interacting with the students, those are in front of me. Yes, please. हाँ बेटा, guess कर कितना आसे? अभी कितनी spanning tree है? 4. Okay, one of the answer I'm getting is 4. Yes. 8. 4, 8. Any other answer? Yes. Preet, Rishabh, Meghna, Nidhi, Nikita, Bharti, all those who are attending this. Wagae. Nikita is saying 4. The formula will be n raised to n minus 2. This will be the number of spanning trees we'll be having for a graph. N into n raised to n minus 2. This is a formula for the number of spanning tree for any of the complete graph with n vertices. Now, if we go through this particular formula, then right now we are having n equals to 4. So it will be 4 raised to 4 minus 2. That means 4 raised to 2. That means 16. We'll be having 16 different trees. Those are going to act as a spanning tree of this complete graph K4. Now, how? So, हमको सारी 16 spanning tree देखनी है. Let me show you. Let me show you all different spanning trees of this graph. One of the 4. Is it? All these 4 will act as a spanning tree. Is it? But that's not the case. This is not the case. इतनी ही ऐसा नहीं है. Some spanning tree of the graph is some. But if we go for all the entire set, then look, this will be the 16 different spanning trees. And all of them will act as a spanning tree. All of them will surely going to act as a spanning tree of K4. Are we good with this? Now, if you count that number, then we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up to 16. You're having 16 different trees. All that 16 are actually a kind of graph, a simple graph. It doesn't include any of the graph, is not going to include any of the cycle. देखिए इस 16 में से किसी के पास cycle नहीं है. So all that 16 are tree. If you are thinking, sir, this particular is having cycle, अगर किसी को लग रहा है कि sir यहाँ पे तो cycle है, no, कोई भी cycle नहीं है. देखिए, we are not having any of the vertex over there. यहाँ पे कोई vertex नहीं है, so कोई cycle नहीं है. We are not having any cycle in this. Even we are not having any cycle in this. Is it? So all of them, all the 16 are free from self-loop, parallel edges, cycle. So all they are tree even. The vertex set is ditto same as the complete graph K4. So yes, all these are the spanning trees of K4. So this formula, n raised to n minus 2. This particular number can give you number of spanning trees for complete graph Kn. For complete graph Kn, take it for that. For the complete graph Kn only. Okay? Yes, please. One of the question from Divyajit. Yes, this formula works for the complete graph only. This formula works for the complete graph only. If we are dealing with any of the other graph, any of the other simple graph, then we need to identify the circuit rank for that particular graph, and then based on that, we may go for the spanning tree. Okay? Now, okay, can any of you will let me know, will help me for complete graph K5, suppose this is one of the complete graph K5. Let me label the vertices V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. These are the 5 different vertices for this particular graph. Now, if you wish to identify each and every spanning tree of this particular complete graph, if it is a complete, then it will be 4 regular graph. Surely it will be a 4 regular graph, is it? There will be a connection between them. Yes, now it is a K5. We can say it is a K5. It is a 4 regular graph. Now, if I wish to identify number of spanning trees, then how many different number of spanning trees will be having for this graph? If you observe, then the formula was like that. Number of spanning tree ki formula thi n into n minus 2, n raised to n minus 2. Is it? So here the value of n will be 5 because we are having 5 vertices in this graph. So this formula will goes like that. 5 raised to 5 minus 2, that will be 3. Kitni hogi? 125. Is it? If you wish to list out all then काफी देर लगेगी. It will be a tedious process, is it? But at least we are having that information that we will be having 125 different spanning trees for the complete graph K5. Now let me know all of us are good with this, all those who are attending online, even all those who are attending offline. First of all, yes, from the offline students. Yes, are we good with this? Good. So let me take you further. Let me raise this. Minimum spanning tree. Now if you think that I'm heading towards one of the specific topic, I'm heading towards one of the algorithm. 2-3 different algorithms you had already learned in your data structure. If you remember the name. To identify the minimum distance between 2 vertices. Ditch-Cart's algorithm, you had already learned. What was the concept related to that? कोई बताएगा मुझे all those who are attending online, concept क्या था Ditch-Cart algorithm का? Rishabh, Pranjul, Meghna.
Shortest path find करना.
To identify the shortest path between 2 vertices, is it?
Yes,
now think. Why we need this? This is a very, very useful and applicable project. One of the faculty. Okay. If we wish to suppose today I decide to travel from Rajkot to Mount Abu. Yes. Hello. Who was that? Might be Preet was there, is it? Am I audible, Preet?
Yes, sir.
Good. कोई कुछ बोला, किसी को doubt है? Now I'm explaining why we need this. This is gonna be a kind of handy tool for you guys. Actually, all these things are quite out of dated because we're having so many research over this particular topic. But right now we are student, we are in learning mode. So first of all, we need to learn some of the things which is already invented in the past, is it? So what I'm doing, I'm explaining a kind of thing. Before I can say 10 to 15 years, this was quite a burning problem. तब इसकी demand बहुत थी, and after that, this particular concept is applicable over the Google Map. When we are searching a route between two destinations, if I wish to travel from Rajkot to Mount Abu, then if you're gonna take help from your Google Map, from your Android cell, then surely that Google Map will give you 2 to 3 different routes which connects Rajkot to Mount Abu. So might be here, from here to here, and then here, one of the route. Might be you will be having some other route like this, or might be one more route. Surely Google Map is gonna give you 2-3 different suggestions. And out of that 3 suggestions, it will be suggesting, the map will be suggesting that this route is applicable, this route is convenient for you. This route is convenient. My question is that on what basis Google Map is suggesting that this route is preferable? My question is that to all of you, on what basis, on what characteristic Google Map is suggesting that this is the route which is preferable for you? You should take this one. On what basis? Yes, first of all, let me hear from the online students. Yes, who's that? Bit louder.
Sir Bhavdeep, sir, distance and time.
Yes, on what? Not just on the distance.
Sir, shortest distance.
Based on the
and
traffic
time.
even, is it? Even we are clearly observed from the screen that this is the shortest route. This is the shortest route, is it? If we talk about the distance, then this route is shortest. But it might be the case Google is saying that you should take this one. Now, based on the traffic as well as distance. So what is actually map? All these vertices which I had mentioned in this particular graph, this is a kind of graph, is it not? The map is actually graph. All the cities we may consider as the vertices. All the routes, all the roads we may consider as the edges, is it? So this is all that entire system is actually graph. If we are interacting in the lab and all of you are connected with one of the LAN, all of you are on the PC and all that PCs are connected with one of the common LAN, then what is that? That is a kind of graph that all the systems will be considered as a node or vertices, and the connection you are having that will be considered as an edge. So this is very, very applicable. Your each and everything, your each and every concept, your each and every practical surely will have the graphs. Yes, please.
It will also contain matrices also.
Yes, we may represent graph with the help of matrices. That is our next topic. That is our next unit. Matrix representation of graph. That will be our next topic, which we will be delivering within 2 or 3 lectures. Will be all that. Graphs, actual situation to graph. We are gonna represent with the help of matrices. With the matrix, we may go for lots of different stuff. We may go for its inverse. We may go for its transpose and multiplication, addition, product. We are having so many different algebras for the matrices, and then it will be very, very applicable in each and every field. So this is actually the aim of this particular paper, DMGT, Discrete Maths and Graph Theory. The syllabus is divided into 2 parts. Discrete Maths, that is a kind of different story, and Graph Theory is a kind of different story. Is it? In the graph, we are dealing with 3-4 units, and for the discrete, now 3 units of the graph theory and 3 units of the discrete maths. The syllabus is divided in 2 parts, is it? So first of all, we are covering the graphs, and then we'll be dealing with the discrete maths. Now, let's stick with the topic. Let's stick with the topic, which is there on the screen. Minimum spanning tree. Minimum spanning tree. When I'm using the word minimum, I must have one of the parameter. Based on them, I will be able to say whether it is minimum or whether it is maximum. Is it? So that parameter, we are going to fix a weight on each and every edges. And if weight means what? Weight means what? Suppose I am having one of the graph like this. This is a graph with 4 vertices. Consider a graph with 4 vertices. Let me label the edges A, B, C, D. And if I'm going to give a weightage to each and every edge, suppose I'm giving weightage of 10 over edge of 5, which connects C to D, weightage 2 for this particular edge, and this particular edge is having weightage 1. Then this kind of graph where we are having a weightage. Such graph is known as a weighted graph. ये definition हमने discuss की थी बहुत पहले, is it ना? When a graph is known as a weighted graph, if we are going to allot a weight, one of the positive or negative number to the edge, then that particular graph is known as a weighted graph, is it? So now we are going to deal with a kind of weighted graph and minimum spanning tree of that graph. Surely that will help us. Minimum spanning tree. Minimum spanning tree. Now, spanning tree, that means we need to visit each and every vertices, and that path must be minimum. Quite possible that weightage is a kind of transportation cost between 2 different cities. Quite possible that weightage is a kind of traffic, which or the route which connects that 2 different cities, is it? So based on that, we are going to discuss. First of all, let's talk mathematically, and then we'll be including all this in one of your topic. A tree is said to be a minimum weighted spanning tree. Well, now we need to take care. Now onwards, we are only dealing with the tree. We are only dealing with the tree. Tree is a simple graph without self-loop, parallel edges. It should not contain any cycle, is it? So we are talking on tree. A tree T is said to be minimum weighted spanning tree of a graph G if T is a subgraph of connected graph G which connects all vertices together, without any cycle, and minimum possible total edge weight. Minimum possible total edge weight. उसमें जितने भी edges हम include कर रहे हैं, उन सभी के weight का total minimum होना चाहिए. बहुत ही simple सी बात है. उसका नाम ही काफी है आप लोगों को इसको define करने के लिए. जो last line है, this particular line is the only thing कि जो कुछ अलग है यहाँ पे. The minimum possible edge weight must be that. Then such spanning tree will be known as a minimum spanning tree. Yes, please. Yes, total कम होनी चाहिए. Suppose if I take you towards अभी दिखाता हूँ, रुक जा. One of the students is asking for a kind of question over there. Let me give you one a kind of question. Suppose this is a complete graph K4. I'm going to label some of the. I'm going to make this graph as a weighted graph. Let me give some of the random weightage over there. I'm giving the weightage 1 over there. 2 is the weightage for this particular age. 5 is a weight for this particular age, and 10 weight for this particular age. And for both this, I'm giving you 6 and 7. Now, this is one of the spanning tree. This is the first spanning tree. Number is not matter. I cannot say this is the first one. This is second. ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते. But this is one of the spanning tree out of that 16. Now, इसका weight क्या है? 1. This is 2, and this is 5. One of them. Now, add all that weight. 8. इसका total weight हुआ 8. ठीक है? Now let's deal with this. What is the weightage of this particular age? That is 6. इसका age weight is 7, and this is 10. 6, 7, 13 plus 7, this weightage is 23, is it? Now we just talk, if we are talking about both this, the minimum कौन होगा? This is the minimum, is it? This is the way we are talking. This is the way I'm talking right now. Let me take you further. Yes, go through this. Go through this. All of you go through this once. It is spanning tree whose sum of age weightage is as small as possible. As small as possible. As minimum as possible. जितने भी आप उसको कम कर पाए, that will be, जिसमें सबसे कम है, that will be considered as a minimum spanning tree. Now go through this particular graph. Go through this particular graph. I had not labeled any of the vertices. मैंने किसी भी vertex को label नहीं किया हुआ है. I had not labeled any of the edges. I had provided weightage to each and every edge. All these are the weightage. All these are the, let me pick my pen. Where is my pen? Yes. Up. This is the weight. This is the weight. This is the weight. This is the weight. All these are the weight of that respective age, is it? Now, if you observe minutely, then I had represented, I had bold some of the edges. मैंने 2, 3, 4 edges को bold किया है ना? That is what, that is the minimum spanning tree of this graph. Observe that particular bold root is containing entire vertex set of the graph. Even if you are looking for the total of that age, weight age, then it will be minimum. So this is a kind of example. Now there is a question, sir, how we can construct. Is there always trial and error method? No. We are having different method to identify the minimum spanning tree. अब यही तो concept है. यहाँ पे तो मैं आपको ले जाना चाहता था कि भाई minimum spanning tree identify करने के लिए क्या कोई fixed method है? हाँ, 2-3 अलग-अलग method. Is it? We are having 2-3 different algorithms to identify that minimum spanning tree. That minimum spanning tree is very, very helpful for us regarding to any of the topic. So उसी की तरफ आगे बढ़ते पर पहले once go through this, देखिए ये क्या समझ में आ रहा है जो मैंने बोल्ड किया है. That is a spanning tree. Can you identify some of the other spanning tree which is minimum than this? Try. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Try. Try to कर भाई. Hello guys, all those who are attending this online. How are you all? Am I audible to you? Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
कौन है? कोई तो बात करे आज हमसे. मेघना स्क्रीन के ऊपर देख एक बार. Meghna, go through your screen. दिख रहा है कुछ? किसी को कुछ दिख रहा है? है या ना?
हाँ सर दिख रहा है.
And observe, we are learning through the projector even. So we guys are waiting for you. You guys are waiting. जल्दी से आ जाओ बस. Good. It's already 10:55. Let me stop the recording over there.